What's up everyone, Electronic Search here back in another video. This is Dish Satellite Testing Part 10. So I'll come across a couple of coax cables. I think they were torn off of an apartment building or something, where there was a whole bunch of scrap cable and they didn't want it anymore. There was also most likely some satellite dishes connected to that coax, but fortunately I think the scrappers got to it before I was able to get to it. So all those satellite dishes, I don't know how much there were, 1, 2, who knows, well, those were goodbye. And they left the bottom panel or back panel of a microwave, I think it was the bottom, which is a clear sign of scrappers and that they've been there before. So they took away the satellites for metal and left the coax behind, because I don't think they grabbed that type of stuff. But what I mean by coax is this. As you can see, we have a couple of tiny cables. You can see we just have to zoom out a little bit, and then you can really start to see how much coax there actually is in this pile. Yes, this is a whole bunch of coax. Here's a better view. I know it might not look that much because most of it is piled up on each other. So yeah, but this is most likely torn off a whole apartment building with a whole bunch of coax attached to the side of it. And again, they most likely decided they didn't want it anymore and just tore it all off and threw it out. And that's how I ended up with it. But you can see that there's a lot of cables that are snapped off. You can see there's 2 more back there, a couple more right there, that black one and white one, 3 more back there, possibly another back there. Now there's other good use of this cable. Oh, you can see another one snapped off right there. But there is still some good use of this cable. I could use it for grounding, and I can also take all the connectors off of it and use those as as a cap to go over the over the unused ports of the switch. It's like, you know how there were all those unopened ports? I could just get those connectors and put them over those unused ports, and that would seal it off from weather really well, and would be way better than actually having uncovered ports. And I also have my DirecTV satellite system set up. As you can see, it is standing. The HR21 is unplugged right now, but it does work. It's fully aimed. As you can see, I have it going down there. I mean, not fully aimed, but aimed to where the thing can update, which it did, and get guided pictures, which it also did. So bye-bye AT&T logo on the HR21. But there's also a lot of different connectors. Like, there's some connectors have red on them, some connectors have blue on them, and then other ones are just standard connectors. And you can see these blue ones are in fact the ones I use here on this dish, or the ones that came with it, so I'm assuming that those are dish choice cables. And I'm also going to be searching out this pile for some extender barrel splitters, which, as you can see, you can already see a couple of them sneaking away. One right there, another one right there, right underneath there, one more right there, and maybe even actual splitters, but I don't see any of those on here just yet. There's another barrel splitter. So this is going to be really helpful for these barrel splitters, because again, I need tons of them, and this is the place where I can get some of them. So let's just go ahead and pick a random cable. Now most of these could just be completely cut and no unusable coax where there's a connector on both sides. Some of it might be even water damaged, That's fine. I could still use it as grounding cable, which I have to cut the connectors off anyways. And yeah, here's our first point of failure. You can see that it is cut right there. So that's trash coax unless I put a new connector on there, which I do not have. So pick another one. Ooh, okay. See, this time we do have a connector on here, as you could see, and it is going into a connector splitter. Look at that, I already have one of those cap type of things ready for me. So here's one good coax cable, and it has an extender splitter, which is even better. Now I can't trace every single company that these coax cables could have been. This could have been DirecTV, with some old phase World Direct dishes. I don't know what was connected to these cables. The scrappers got to it again faster than I was able to. But I have some tools. I have some wire cutters and some wrenches to untighten some coax. But here's one good cable with the extender barrel splitter on it. I'm gonna go ahead and get my tools over there as well. So one good coax again. This stuff could also be used at home, and I'm assuming this one is also healthy, based on the extender splitter on here, which is most likely protecting it from the weather. Alright, here it is coming out. I will be saving these again to use as those caps to put over unused ports. Oh man, this does not look good. Well, I think we have our first barrel splitter failure. As you can see, the inside of that is rusted. And the same thing goes with this cable. So, guess water did get in here, but that's trash. Let's hope that this extender splitter is still good on the other side, though. Alright, I am untightening the barrel splitter right now. Aw, man. Nope. This coax is trashed. If I get it off the wrench, you can see that side is rusted out, which is unfortunate. And then same thing goes with this barrel splitter, also on both sides. So far, these are actually failures. So that's trash as well. Let's go ahead and pull out a new cable. It's just a random one. And yes, I know that there's gonna be some points that are gonna be trash. Here's a trash cable, and you can see these ones have weather caps on them, like these kind of like rubber tips. I'm gonna be keeping these because I'm not sure if you can take this thing off and then use it on other coax cables. If so, this is really, really, really good. But otherwise, other than that, this cable is, as you can see, cut off from all sides, so it is trash as well. So we'll go ahead and cut the end of that off. This is a keep, so I guess I'll just throw that back there. And then this cable is gonna be used for scrap or grounding, which will go right there. Pull out a new cable. Oh, this one's white. I don't know why there's two colored cables. Just pulled out. Oh, I think the white ones are the longest ones. You can see that side is cut off. Let's go ahead and pull this out of this pile of cable. Of coax, I mean. Oh, also you can see another one that's rusted out on the inside. So that's automatically trash, but you know, one good thing about these cut connectors, I can just cut the coax back a couple, and look at that. Nice and clean, no rust. Maybe a little bit more, because that could transfer to the rest of the cable. And there you can see the coax is way better now. I'll throw the trash right there. And continue pulling out this white cable. Alright, here's another scrap cable. Let me go and just untangle it from the pile. Move that back a little bit. But as you can see, it is cut from this side. See, it's cut from there. I'll take a look at this one right here and see that it is also cut. So this is also scrap or grounding. And what I mean by scrap is that these could still be reused. I just have to put a new connector on them. But otherwise they're grounding or trash cable. Alright, let's pick this one right here next. Oh, this one's another one of those connectors. You can actually see this one's been uncovered, as you could tell by the rust in the center, but this cap could still be reused. So go ahead and cut off that cable. Now throw it into the right there. See, maybe that will be good. And then this is scrap. And see, this thing I think I forgot. Yes, this is good, or at least for the cap. So go ahead and place that down right there. Now, one with a barrel splitter. As you can see, here's one with a barrel splitter, black to white. Nice. You can already see that this one's cut off. See if it's hand tightened. Nope, it's wrench tightened. See, good thing about these cables is that they're not easily tangled. I can see a lot more extender splitters back there. Alright, never mind. They did actually get tangled up. Oh wait, I can see that the connector of this one is cut. Throw that back there. Yeah, both sides of the coax cut except for this extender splitter right there. So we'll go ahead and free this piece of coax, this extender from this coax. This is not going to get you anywhere, so that's trash. Even for grounding, that's an extremely short cable, unless if I were to ground something like the switch to that pole over there, to the grounding pole, which I might as well just go ahead and replace the desktop computer cable that I used for grounding my dish set with a coax cable, which will last way longer. And here's another one of these. You can see that one is also rusted, and this has a short cable on it, so only great use for this again is, sorry, doing this one-handed is pretty hard. You can see the coax over there is healthy, but oh, actually I just realized I pulled it out of the, yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. I just pulled the coax out of the connector, and you can see the rusty points. You can see the black tip at the top. That is trash. That small coax, that's not gonna get you anywhere. That piece of copper, and then this rubber thing again is good. Go ahead and return to these, what's it called? These separator ones. You can see there's another one right there. Go and trace this cable and see if it's cut, and it is. So go ahead and cut it off from there. Throw that into the scrap pile. And we have some coax to review over here. I'll do these last. So those two have the extender splitters on there. I actually see that those are two different types. That's scrap. That's trash. Oh, we have one without the cap, but is healthy. So So let's go ahead and see where this leads to. It is tangled up, so I'll just throw that aside. See if I can untangle it from the black and the white. Probably not. So we'll just pick this cut one and see what this is. Aww, it's cut from both sides again. Again, I'm not expecting much. Once they cut the stuff off houses and throw the stuff out, it's most likely all cut up, so it's not like I'm expecting to find some good cables. You can see there's another extender barrel splitter on this one. This cable is cut. So this is another one to review. We'll cut that back. This is okay distance coax. I could use that for my switch, so I'll go ahead and keep that. And then check out the other side of this coax. Yes, this side does have healthy coax. So this could be good. Not all of these are cut off, but some of them are. Go ahead and loosen that. So I'll go ahead and shove these into the wrenches. Alright, I got this side to come off. Yes, that is healthy coax. And we have one healthy barrel splitter. Let's go. Well, I'm not sure about the other side just yet, so I'm working on that right now. Alright, let's see. Is this cable and separator thing good? Yes. Healthy coax. We have one good cable. And we have one good separator splitter as well. To block caps off, but again, this one with the rusty one, I'll actually throw that out. But we do have one good separator splitter. I'll go ahead and have to clean this one. Oh, my bad. I'll go ahead and have to clean this one out. Oh my god, my hands are really dirty. Clean that one out and see if it could be good for something. And we have one good healthy piece of coax, as you could see, healthy and healthy. So this will be going inside, and I'll be using that with my 211K, most likely. So I don't even have to go back to Goodwill to pick up more cable. I could just get it from here, but who knows how much yet. And unfortunately, one of the ends were rusted on that other one. But we'll pull out another cable. I think it's cut off. And throw that back there. Oh, look at that. I pulled out a cut off black one. So you could see both sides. So that's scrap. Throw that in that pile. And also scrap, as you could see, both ends are cut. Some of these might actually have already been cut. And yeah, you can see there's healthy coax behind there. Go ahead and get a cleaner cut with that. And what about this side? That's good. So this is good sized scrap cable for grounding. And then that's trash. Alright, pile is getting smaller and smaller. Let's go ahead and pick out this really scuffed up one, but does have a healthy cable on it. So pull this one out. Oh, okay. Is it healthy? Yes. A little bit. Wait, no, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Another good cable. So I'll throw those back there. And yes, I will clean them up from being used with the indoor receivers. Obviously, since they were outside for who knows how long. Again, this could be cable, this could be dish, this could be DirecTV, this could be cable internet, this could be, again, I don't know. I'm assuming that this was satellite though. We still have a lot more cable to go. Alright, so we have another scrap white cable. Once again, we'll throw that in the scrap pile. Alright, pull out another one. And some of these are not that tangled up, some of them are. And I can already see this one is cut off, and the other end of it is also cut off, so this is scrap cable once again. Alright. Again, running low. And yes, I will take a look at those. I'm just saving them for the end, because they take some time. Oh, what the heck? What is this? What is this? Look at the way this thing was made. This has like sharp corners on the side of it. See those ridges? Those are pretty sharp actually. So I'm assuming these connectors could actually be put on. Oh. I never knew that, but this is healthy coax, so let's go ahead and pull this out and hope for the best. Yes, it does have a connector, but is it healthy? Yes. Another good piece of coax. We'll throw that back down there. Again, remember, the good coax is the two connectors on both sides of the cable that are healthy and not rusted out, grayed out, green, whatever, but are healthy and good. And those are so far what are good. This one seems to have some kind of chalk on it, or tape, I don't know, but it is cut off on one of the ends, so let's go ahead and pull this out and continue pulling this out. It is cut off, but I'll go ahead and cut this side off a little bit. I don't know what this tape stuff is, so I'll cut that back a little bit. And let me take a look at the other side and see if it's not green. I don't know what kind of wire cutters these other people use to cut this stuff off, but I think some of them are not that good. But that's all trash again. And the pile getting even smaller. Oh, here's some more of those cables with those ridges on them. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Another good cable. Let's see. Good healthy coax. Yup. And the other end. Yup. Another good cable. Let's go. So a lot of good cables towards the end. Alright. Good coax. Nice and healthy. Some of them might be dirty, like covered with dirt. And that might affect me not seeing it from being healthy. But that's fine. I can already see this one has another connector on it. Let's hope. Let's see. Yes, good healthy coax. And on the other end, yeah, good healthy coax. So these cables were most likely going from a satellite to some type of splitter. And this one is cut off, unfortunately. So, I mean, that's okay cable. So I'll go ahead and throw that in the scrap pile again. And unfortunately, these are all scrap cables as well. I do not see any connectors on any of these. But we'll go ahead and pick one. Oh, yes, this is scrap, I think. Yeah, that's not really good, or at least for my needs again. So cut off cable. Yeah, it's like they use some really good like cutting pliers before. See, that's how my side looks like, and that's how their side looks like. I don't know, it looks a little bit different. Look how dirty my fingers are from all this. Oh, this is some long scrap coax. Another cable into the scrap pile, and with just slightly more, nothing but white cables. Let's go and see. That is trash. This is also trash. I know that some of them might be good. This is most likely also trash. And this, also trash. So, yeah. So there's the amount of scrap cable that could be used for grounding, putting a new connector on it, stuff like that. That's all the trash. Here's a connector that could be reused for covering up some trash on an open port. One dirty separator splitter might work, might not work, I don't know. And then one good, really good, healthy, clean separator splitter. Some extra ones with the caps on them, so again, those could be used to cover unused ports. The separator splitters that I still have to review, again, these could be used to cover up unused ports once again. And that's all the healthy coax, which has both connectors on both sides, and the coax is healthy. But let's go ahead and review these last two separator splitters and see if these are any good. Yeah, so it looks like someone wrench tightened all of these connectors, so that is good. Let's see. This side is good and healthy, so this could be used to cover up unused ports again. And this separator splitter is good. Good, healthy, and good. My bad for not getting that really well on camera, but there it is, good from both sides. And then these could be used to cover unused ports. So those will go ahead and go with that. This is another good, healthy separator. And again, I'll test this one, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But if it does, then it does, and it's perfect. Also, I just realized I could use all three of these to cover up the unused ports on the switch, since all of them have three, of these ports type of thing on them. So that'd be perfect to cover up all three of the unused ports temporarily. But we still have one more separator splitter to go, and we'll see if this one's any good. Yup, good. And once again, good. And this looks like DirecTV or Dish, possibly. Oh, wait, no, in fact, this splitter looks completely different. And good. Another good, healthy separator splitter type of thing. Except one's different from one side and the other side. I'll go ahead and cut off that side. Shorten these a little bit. And these could be used to cover up unused ports. It's another good separator splitter. Crap cables and connectors to cover up unused ports once again. And these I'll go ahead and minimize. So cut off some of the cable on here. That's good, that's good. Go and cut off that extra bit. And that is also good, but that is trash. So let me go ahead and review this connector once again. As you can see, it is rusted out in the middle. And this is one of them that was plugged into that other separator splitter. On the other end, you can see it's good and healthy, but again, this has no good use for me. That's all trash cable. So I'll go ahead and review the scrap cable, see there is, what's it called? So I'll go ahead and review the scrap cable right here. I'll just cut these ends off. And this thing is horrible cutting through that metal. I don't know why. Alright, yeah, I don't know. A whole bunch of scrap cable, trash cable. And this other one. Trash. Let's see. Yep, that's good. That's good. Go ahead and move that down. This other one. Yup, that's good. This white one. Yup, also good. Probably that could be used for grounding, possibly, I don't know. Also, some of these cables might have like punctures through them, like you can see over here. So not all of these are for scrap. Some of these are trash, basically. And the reason why I'm not using those rusty connectors to cover up unused ports is because that rust will break off in like a powdery thing and get stuck inside of the port, and then that's just going to make it even worse. Plus, it's not going to protect anything since it's not whole anymore and really weak. Here's one whole cable, but you can see again that coax is rusted out, but on this side it is healthy. So this could actually be used as this side could be used for, what's it called, covering up unused ports. But the other side is trash, and the rest of that cable is still scrap. That's all good cable. Yeah, like see, here's another one with the rusty thing. You can see all that yellow in there. That's not good. I'll cut that back. Even for grounding, that's not good. Cut that back a little bit. Checking all of these connectors, making sure that they're all good. Again, free of rust and all that. And now this cable. Let me take a look at this. Oh, this one I think is slightly rusted in. Yeah, it's slightly rusted in. So it's really just like starting. Yeah, it's like starting to rust, so unfortunately it has to go. I wonder why they use different kinds of colors. See, like this one's red, that one's blue. Phallus has like different thing. And that's also good. And this I changed my mind on. This is actually trash because I could just use longer coax, because if I have to change the position of the switch, as you could see, that's not really enough. Plus I want to have this nice and clean and not just flying around here randomly. Like, see, eventually I'll clean that up. That I still have to secure to the house, so this is not enough. Those two, that's why I didn't take those either. So conclusion, here's all the scrap cable. Again, this could be used to put a new connector on, used for grounding, satellite grounding, or fun, I guess, I don't know. There is good coax cable, so healthy on both sides, and can be used indoors for VIPs. Here's all the connectors that can be used to cover unused ports on a switch or splitter or something that can go outdoors and to prevent water from still getting in there. Here's some with basically the same story, but they have caps on them And some of these are rusted out, like this one, but this rubber thing, I want to see if I can remove the rubber thing, and if yes, then that's good. See if untightening this rubber thing will help, or it's permanently in there, like with the coax, but this coax looks similar to these other ones, so it might be able to come off, I'm not sure. Alright, I don't think that these can be removed, unfortunately. So, this one, unfortunately, is also trash. What a shame. And then these two are... Oh, one of them is missing the piece of coax. And the other one is... Oh, man, I could have just removed the coax instead, though. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that really quickly. Wait a second, but removing the coax would mean that there's going to be an open hole on the other side, see, like that, and then water could easily get in. Oh man. So maybe cutting it off from the inside. Alright, so I cut the coax back on the inside a little bit, so I'll keep it. I mean, I can't do that damage, right? And the one with the hole, so I guess not all of these are going to be perfect, but some of them are. So that's those two. These are all good separator, barrel splitters, whatever you want to call them. So these are all good. And then here's one that seems to be good, just rusted and trashy. But again, on my roof it worked, so I could just clean that up and see, well, before cleaning it up, just test it and see if it works. If it does, then I will have 4 of them, which is really, really, really good again. And that's all the trash. So that basically wraps it up. Thanks for watching. See you guys later, and goodbye. This was part 10 of dish testing.